Hello everybody, I am so excited to introduce to you the Spellbinders Grand Caliber, their latest die cutting machine, and I'm so excited about this machine. This does everything that your wizard did. It cuts the same stuff, but it just has a larger platform on which to cut. So I want to show you a little bit about the machine, a little bit about the plates. So I'm going to start with the plates so you get what I mean about a larger platform. Here is a plate, and this is your cutting plate. This is your base plate. You're always going to use this plate every time. Okay, so that's where you're going to start building with your dies. Now, if you're just going to cut, you'd put your dies down, cut edge up. You'd put your paper on top, and then you top it with this cutting plate. I love that these are labeled, so you're good to go. So you stack them together, and you're cutting. Now, if you're going to cut and then emboss, you're still going to use your same base plate, but what you're going to do is you're going to use the Spellbinders tan mat and then this B embossing plate when you're going to cut. And you can see 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper. Okay, now here's the machine. Okay, so you can feed the dies into here, and it's got a great handle on it. I just love this smooth, easy cranking handle. And you're probably wondering what this is right here. And what this is when you flip this switch, it's going to suction your machine down to the table, which is just a great feature. I love that. And it's easy to turn. It just slides up, and you'll feel when your machine is attached to the table. Now, another thing I want to show you is I want to show you the new Grand dies that are coming out. This is Grand Circles. Look at the size of these. Aren't these great? These are going to be so great for mini albums, scrapbooking, so many altered art items. And I want to show you these go in the same increments as the regular nestabilities, but these pick up where those leave off. So I'm going to show you, this is my standard circles, my large set, and I'm just going to set it on top of here and hold it up so that you can see how they just pick up right where they leave off. And in fact, I'll even take the largest one out and set it right on here so you can see they just pick up where the other ones leave off. Because I don't know about you, but there's been lots of times where I've thought, oh, if I just had a little bit larger of a circle. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and let's make a frame actually. So let's take the largest circle, then we'll take this one, and we are going to go ahead and cut these. So I'm going to start with my base plate, okay, my A plate. Grab that one. That's what I love about this. Everything is labeled. So I'm going to take my base A plate, and I'm going to put my circle down, cut edge up, and I'm going to set the circle inside of here. And now I'm going to take my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm going to set it in here over the top. And here we go, over the top with my cutting plate. I'm going to shift this over just a little bit so you can see. I have a small work table in the townhouse here, but hopefully I'm going to get this in a spot you can see. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn that switch. Okay, so you can see I've lifted it up and my machine is nice and attached to the table. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to feed my cutting plates right in here, and you'll feel it. Like you'll feel, oh yeah, it's in there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start cranking. There is our usual plate cracking and popping sound. And now you can see I need to attach it a little farther than I did to hold it in place. And I'm just going to keep cranking. Isn't that great? This smooth rolling through here. I love this carrying handle on the top. My normal plate cracking. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and it's out. Now I'm going to move my machine over so I can take the stuff off so you can see. So I'm going to lift up my cutting plate, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to emboss this little frame that I made. Now normally I leave my scraps in here when I'm going to emboss, but you know what? I don't have to move it anymore. I'm really excited about that. I can just leave it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to top it with my tan embossing mat, just like so. And now because I'm embossing, I'm going to use this embossing plate. Same thing again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my machine over so you can see a little bit better. Try to shimmy it over. I'm going to go ahead. Now normally when I have my regular workplace when we're in our house, I can just leave this down all the time. So I'm going to go ahead, just gently push those in. You can feel it. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to crank. Look at that. I just love this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about all the things I'm going to be making. I want to make like picture frames to hang on my wall, you know, to decorate the mats. And I want to make like little calendars. And I'm just excited to be able to cut larger pieces of things out for scrapbook pages. So there we go. We have cut and emboss. I'm going to move the Calibur over, the Grand Calibu. And here we go. Here is my cut and embossed frame. And now I have an extra circle that I can use for other things. Isn't that exciting? I just think it's so cool. I can't wait to show you a lot of the possibilities. I do want to show you a couple things I cut already just because I'm so excited. I took, as you know I love fabric, I took some canvas back, paper backed canvas from Creative Imaginations and cut that out and made a little scallop frame. Isn't that great? I also used another product from Creative Imaginations. I'm grabbing for it now. I used the thick, this is the thick wood paper. I made another little frame. How great is that? There's all sorts of shapes, so make sure that you go over to spellbinderspaperarts.com. Check out the images of the new Grand Caliber and the images of the new Grand dies, and keep in mind how many shapes you can put on this plate because you can run them all through. So if you want to do the new pumpkins from Jack-O-Lantern, you could put all of them on here and run them all through in one pass. I think this is just fantastic. Like I said, I can't wait to show you more about this machine and all the great things you'll be able to do with it. Thanks so much.